Kadee Coupler has introduced a way for you to be able to automate your coupling on your railroad. It takes 3 units, a transmitter, a receiver, and a coupler. Now this is a really neat unit. It's different from the other video where we showed you how you used a servo to control an already installed Kadee coupler. Here you have an integral unit that has the servo built in along with the Kadee coupler. So it's very, very easy to install, and it makes it simple for you to get your rolling stock up and running and using automatic uncoupling. We use USA Train's rolling stock, and so we like them because all we have to do is take the truck off and there's a place to put the Kadee coupler ready to go. You might have to remove some detailing depending on the type of rolling stock. So all you have to do is attach this coupler. Now we had some 4x3 1/4 and 4x3 1/8 screws, and if you take a look you'll see some are longer and some are shorter, and depending on how you install that you might use 3 of the shorter ones. We decided we would just use 2 of the longer ones. We thought the one in the back would be overkill, so we made sure that it was tightened flat onto the rolling stock and pretty much installed. So it was that simple. The next thing that we wanted to do was get the wire into the rolling stock because we're going to put the receiver inside. So we just went ahead and drilled a hole the size of the connector, and we were able to put that in and through. The next thing you need to do is you're going to need to get rid of the old coupler. We just took a big pair of diagonals and just snapped it off. You could use a Dremel tool or anything else because we'll be installing that later. Here's the receiver kit. Now this kit has everything that you need to control one coupler. There's a battery holder for 4 AA batteries. There is the receiver, and there is some wire and a wiring harness that you will use to connect the entire thing together. Now it's actually very simple to do because what you will end up doing is just connecting the battery to its specific connector that's keyed, and then you will attach the connector to the receiver, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Then of course we will take the connector and connect that to the coupler. Now the one thing that we noticed was the wiring on the coupler was just a little too short for us to get our hands in through these small doors. So what we decided we would do is kind of reverse engineer it. We made the hole a little bit bigger to fit the connector from the wiring harness, and then we took a piece of hard wire, taped the connector to it, and what we're going to do is we're going to thread that backwards through the boxcar. Now if we didn't do this, we'd have to take out the 8 screws and move everything around to connect it, and we just didn't want to do that. So we found this is a really simple way to make the connection without opening up the boxcar. So we went ahead and pulled it through, and then once we pulled it through, we were able to grab the end, and then all we're going to do is connect it to the coupler, make sure that it's good and tight, and then we'll feed the whole thing back through, and that way we don't have to open up the rolling stock inside. So it saved us a lot of time coming up with this idea. Once everything is set up and connected, we'll just be able to take that and put it inside. So now that everything is connected, we're going to go ahead and get the transmitter and set this up so that we can control this specific coupler. And it's really simple to do. All you have to do is obviously put batteries in it, turn it on, press and hold the 9 key, it will say select, press the 6 key, it'll say bind, connect the power within 10 seconds, hit the pound sign, 04. That is the number of your coupler. So to control the coupler, all you have to do is press 04 and then press the bottom left key, and it will open and close the coupler. We decided that we wanted to cover up the hole, so we took some cold glue and went ahead and put that in the opening, and that way it'll act as a strain relief for the wire and keep dust and dirt from getting inside our rolling stock. The next thing that we did is take the double stick tape that comes with the receiving unit and attached the receiver to the battery pack. Then we went ahead and used some heavy-duty Velcro that we happen to have and placed that on the other side, because this way we can attach it to the bottom of the box car, well, in this case refrigerator car, and be able to remove it whenever we need to change the batteries. So this way, if we had put double stick tape on the bottom, it wouldn't have worked as well. So just find some good Velcro and you'll be able to attach it to the bottom of whatever type of car you're installing it, and it'll be easy for you to replace the batteries as needed. So here is the unit on the left is the one that we installed using the servo, and the one on the right is the current one that we just installed using the self-contained coupler. And you can see we can open and close each one individually because each one is assigned a different number, and then that way we can couple and uncouple our cars. So some of you want to know probably what's inside the Kadee. Well, we thought we'd go ahead and open it up to show you. That way you don't have to do it and possibly void your warranty. It was real easy. There were just 3 screws, and inside we found a Kadee coupler with 2 springs and a cool little servo geared motor. So this is the unit that takes the signals from the receiver and then go ahead and pulls on the little arm that pulls on the chain that pulls the coupler. So that's what's inside, and we hope you take a look at the Kadee coupling system and uncoupling system, because if you do any kind of switching, it makes it very, very easy to position cars where you need and couple and uncouple them with ease.